Hey everybody, just want to talk real quick. We've got, I'm excited because we've got Grant Cardone coming to our upcoming Find and Flip Summit happening in January at the Arizona Grand. And as I started announcing that, I had a couple people come to me and ask me, what's the biggest thing you've learned from Grant Cardone over the years? And I mean, that's a really, really good question. I can tell you the reason I'm having him come and speak at Find and Flip, the reason why I invited him and his wife, is there, you know, is he a little over the top? Yeah, absolutely. Hell yeah, he is. I mean, the guy goes. He's on, it doesn't matter, whatever social media platform you're looking at, that guy's there, and he just posted 10 minutes ago. How the hell he does it, I have no idea. But I do know one thing for sure, I admire the shit out of it. I love the fact that the guy he personifies exactly what he talks about in his book, right? I read 10X, and it would be real easy to discount it and say, man, okay, great. So you just go, you know, harder and bigger than you even dreamed possible, right? You go further and push harder, and whatever you think you can do, go 10 times further. I mean, that's the essence of what we're talking about here. It'd be real easy to discount that and say, this is just the guy writing a book, selling some stuff, but he doesn't live it. But I give this guy a ton of credit because his ass is doing it every single day. So what have I learned? What do I admire the most? It's that, right? This is a guy that I just believe in being congruent. I believe in, if I'm telling you to go do something, I've done it. If I'm out there telling you how to go flip houses, it's because I flipped thousands of them. If I'm out there telling you to go live the life you want to live, it's because that's exactly what I'm doing. When I'm full of shit, I'll tell you that too. And so the fact that I'm watching another guy do the exact same thing, it's easy for me to identify that and see that. This is a guy that's actually playing full out all the time. He's doing stuff that I hope and know that I will be doing in my life sooner rather than later. He's pushed me, which I'm in the business of pushing people. So when you see somebody else that is pushing me, that's challenging the way I think, that I'm beginning to think that I'm thinking too small, when I'm not adding a few zeros, when I'm not adding hours to my day, when I'm not, you know, sitting there wringing stuff out of every single day, like I know I'm capable of doing. It's Grant's voice, it's you know, it's Jesse Itzler's voice, it's Frank McKinney's voice. These guys that I hear in the back of my head that push. You know, I was with Frank McKinney last week, another one of our speakers, and he was talking about, you know, relentless forward motion is his motto that he keeps playing in his head. This is a guy that's finished the Badwater 140-mile ultra marathon, where you go from the lowest point in the Western Hemisphere to the highest point in the Western Hemisphere in 48 hours. And his whole thing is you just can't stop. You just got to keep moving, right? You cannot stop when your mind is going and when your body is going and everything is screaming to stop, and you're 140 miles and it's 125 degrees outside. Everything inside of you is just telling you, screaming to stop. But you don't. And Jesse doing the exact same thing in his ultra marathon when he goes through and talks about in his book, Living with a Seal. That's the kind of stuff I really, really identify with because I know how powerful the mind is. So again, back to why I have Grant speaking, why I had Jesse speak in the past, why I have Frank and Grant speaking at this upcoming event. It's because I know that kind of thinking. I know what it unlocks inside of you, and I know what that does to you as an entrepreneur, and what it does to you as a person and as a husband and a father when you just believe deeply and passionately that anything is possible, to the point that you're willing to add a few zeros. You're willing to go a little bit further. You're not willing to let your foot off the gas. You're willing to sacrifice whatever it takes to have what you desire out of life. I know what that can do because it's done. I know what it can do for you because it's done it for me. And so I would tell you, I'd be remiss if I didn't give the guy his credit, because reading his books, watching him every day, listening to his videos, listening to his podcast, watching his YouTube channel, it's easy for me to quickly identify this guy's the real damn deal. And I'm honored that he's going to be at our event. Hope to see you there too.